Hello and welcome in to another episode of the Black and Gold Report. I'm John Gross. It was another very busy week on campus, and we will recap the week that was for UNCP athletics. That includes an overtime thriller and both course records and school records being set over the weekend. Plus, we wrap up our feature interview with defensive lineman Dominique Davis and give you an inside look at the dynamic duo on the pitch. All that and more next on the Black and Gold Report. A whole lot to talk about on today's show, but we'll start by recapping the week that was. And let's start off with cross country. The men's and women's cross country teams here at UNCP, they made the trip out to Tennessee to participate in the D2 Trevecca Showcase. The women, they finished in third place out of 10 teams. And the men also fairly successful, a fifth place finish. But the main story, UNCP sophomore Joshua Chepkasir posting a new course record in the men's 8K, finishing with a time of 24 minutes and 17.2 seconds. Very impressive stuff for the sophomore.
After the race, I feel like the race was good. So I started running when it was like, I was thinking like that race will be like very fast, but definitely the race was not fast, and then I became the one basing the race, and then I came and then I feel good when I finished the race and running my best time of 24:17. That was good for me at that time because that was my first race running this season.
Your reaction when you found out that you set the course record?
I was sure about breaking the course record because I had the course record was 25 something, and I was sure like I would run sub 25 on that course. Yeah.
UNCP swim team over the weekend had an emphatic 128-48 victory down at Columbia College. They were led by a freshman. Caitlin Rodriguez-Matos posted school records in both the 200-yard individual medley and the 100-yard breaststroke. Congratulations to Caitlin and her teammates. Earlier this week, at Coker, UNCP women's volleyball fell in 4 sets, but they're back in action this weekend. We'll have more on that later on in the show. UNCP women's soccer opened up conference play with a huge matchup against Columbus State, and it certainly did not disappoint.
The Braves started this game aggressively against a team that was ranked number 4 in the preseason poll, as Christina Stevenson's shot in the 4th minute gets stopped by Cougars goalie Bria Riancho. In the 13th minute, Morgan Hill passes to Bree Mason, makes a move, but her shot falls into the gloves of the keeper, Riancho. In the 19th minute, the Cougars try to counter with an attack of their own as Riley Clark gets a shot off, but Gina Ryan is there to make the save for the Braves. The 24th minute, on a free kick for Katie Ryan, the ball bounces around a few heads and somehow Alexis Pittman breaks free, dodges a few defenders, and shoots wide left. The Braves would continue to attack on the offensive end as Pittman strikes in the 26th minute, but her shot is off target. 2 minutes later, Zion Sellers dribbles with speed on the near side of the box, crosses with her right foot over to Maya Grimes, but the Braves can't convert on another opportunity. With 5 minutes left in the first half, Morgan Hill kicks the ball ahead to Alexis Pittman, beats her defender, goes one-on-one with the keeper Riancho, and her shot goes wide right. A point-blank opportunity is missed for the Braves as they outshot the Cougars 7-2 in the scoreless first half. In the second half, the Braves continued their momentum for the first 45 minutes. 50 seconds into the second half, Paula Valbuena gets in front of her defender and with open space fires off her right foot into the hands, unfortunately, to Bria Riancho. In the 62nd minute, the Cougars would strike first as Bree Harvey moves past her defender, finds Riley Clark on the cross. Clark gets the ball past a diving Gina Ryan for her 4th goal of the year. Columbus State led 1-0, but the Braves would not back down. We go all the way to the 84th minute with Katie Ryan getting a free kick opportunity after a foul was issued to Columbus State. Ryan, from just outside the 18, delivers for the Braves as she kicks the ball over the outstretched arms of Riancho to tie the game at 1. The Braves celebrate Katie's second goal of the season, including a chest bump from her sister Gina to tie the game at 1. That would be the score at the end of regulation, forcing overtime. In the 92nd minute, Carly Canzanieri finds Kimmy May on the near side of the box. May moves ahead, takes a right-footed shot, but Gina Ryan steps in front of the ball with a catch and a crucial save. In the 94th minute, after a foul on Columbus State, Paula Valbuena is given a free kick opportunity, but her shot goes over the net. But this would not be the last opportunity for the Braves. 1 minute later, UNCP set up on a corner kick on the far side of the field with Gina Ryan doing the honors. Her corner kick goes into the crowd of players, and Riley Searing veers through the crowd to connect on a header for the game-winning goal. Take another look at this photo sequence from UNCP photographer Willis Glasgow as Searing gets the angle and knocks in her third goal of the season. The Braves move to 1-0 in Peach Belt Conference play and a record of 5-1. Here's head coach Lars Anderson after the thrilling overtime victory.
Well, I'm incredibly proud of the players because we had a week to prepare for this game, which is very unusual in college soccer, really a week and a half to prepare for this game, which is incredibly unusual. And I think the players were switched on the entire time. They trained well. We had one poor training session. Other than that, the players were very, very, very in tune with what we wanted to do. They paid attention to the game plan, and they executed the game plan to perfection today. I couldn't be more proud of the players, the coaching staff, our entire team around the team, because this was a total team win and a total team effort, and the ladies deserved it 100%.
Let's talk about the overall aggressiveness and the urgency that your team showed throughout today.
Well, I think against Columbus State, and we played them many times. Obviously, we beat them in the 2017 conference tournament championship. You have to take advantage of the opportunities that you get. You're going to get 4 or 5 good goal scoring opportunities. We had 1 or 2 really good goal scoring opportunities in the first half, did not convert. Then we fall behind the goal, pull the equalizer on a free kick very, very, very late. And I think that speaks about the mental fortitude of this team. We were able to pull one back with less than 5 minutes left in the game, I think, on a free kick, and then to go and win it in overtime. I think the players wanted it. They played with great heart. It was hot out here. It was a difficult game, and I think we earned some PBC game experience. Some of the younger players figured out what it's going to take to win in the PBC, and like I said, I couldn't be more proud of them.
UNCP football welcomed Limestone to Grace P. Johnson Stadium over the weekend. The Braves had an opportunity to move back over 500, but the Saints would prove to be a very tough test. UNC Pembroke welcomed the Limestone Saints to Grace P. Johnson Stadium in search of back-to-back wins in the early portion of the season. And despite the Saints entering the matchup 0-3 with 15 consecutive losses, the Braves were in for a battle. First drive of the game, Josh Jones finds Fahim Diab for his 3rd touchdown catch of the season, UNCP up 6-0. On the ensuing Limestone possession, Jerkoya Patton breaks a 38-yard touchdown run. He followed it up with another score, this time from 20 yards out later in the opening quarter, and the Saints lead 13-6 after 1. In the second quarter, a costly roughing the kicker penalty gives the Saints new life. Malik Brooks finds pay dirt from 2 yards out following the penalty, and now a 14-point edge for the visitors. But just before the half, Josh Sheridan is able to cap off a 13-play, 83-yard drive to bring UNCP back within a touchdown. The Braves surrendered 170 rushing yards in that first half, and while they were able to slow down the run in the second, it was the Saints' aerial attack that propelled them. Right out of the gates, a couple of big throws from DJ Phillips culminates with another Patton touchdown rush. That's his 3rd touchdown run of the night. But UNCP wasn't done yet. Down 27-13, the Braves able to post 12 straight points with a pair of Josh Jones rushing scores, 27-25 Limestone. But that was the last time the Braves would cross the goal line. In the final frame, Limestone backup quarterback Alec Morton finds Juwan Scott for a 75-yard touchdown, and then later in that fourth quarter, G.J. Phillips delivers the dagger, a 17-yard strike to Cedric Smith, 41-25. The Braves fall to Limestone at home.
Give Limestone a lot of credit tonight. Thought they really took advantage of a lot of mistakes that we made, and they executed very well. I thought defensively we were extremely sloppy and gave up a lot of big plays, and once we started to get some momentum going offensively, it just felt like defensively we kind of just couldn't quite keep it as tight as what we needed to.
Despite the loss, one bright spot for UNCP was certainly the play of quarterback Josh Jones. The sophomore finished the day with a career-best 287 yards through the air on 26 of 41 passing. He also had a touchdown through the air and added 2 more on the ground.
I thought I did pretty good. I thought as an offense we did pretty good. We still have some things to work on, so we'll get back to work this week.
And with plenty of football left to be played this season for UNC Pembroke, defensive lineman Taverine emphasized the importance of keeping things positive.
I have to be that guy that uplifts everybody, especially tonight, as my role was to be, that leader. I'm the nose, so man in the middle, I got to be that guy on the D-line. So,
in conjunction with the UNCP Braves Club, we will be honoring an Athlete of the Month every month. And this month, it's actually 2 athletes. No, you're not seeing double, but there is a dynamic duo leading the charge for UNCP soccer.
Ryan kicks this ahead, and that
is a goal! Finds an open player, shot, save! Beautifully done by Gina Ryan.
Hi, my name's Gina Ryan. I'm a senior at UNCP. I'm a goalkeeper and I'm an accounting major.
Hi, and I'm Katie Ryan, and I'm a senior at UNCP, and I'm the left back, and my major is chemistry.
The Ryan twins have established themselves as 2 of the best to ever don the black and gold on the pitch. The 2 have an interesting background, moving to the U.S. from overseas at a young age.
I was born in Japan when I was younger. Our dad's in the military, so we were born there, and then we came here at 2.
Natives of Cape Carteret, North Carolina, Katie and Gina followed stellar prep careers with immediate impact in the UNCP soccer program. Their success has continued throughout their time in Pembroke.
Overall, my experience at UNCP has been awesome. The people here, they've been great. I've had the opportunity to play soccer on an awesome Division II team that's in the best Division II conference in America. I've seen our program, we've raised lots of money. We have a new field, thank you to LREMC. And then the classroom is great. We're a small classroom. I know my professors. We're on name-to-name basis, and I go up to them every other day kind of thing and talk to them. It's been great. I wouldn't trade it for anything else.
Earlier this season, Gina set the Peach Belt Conference shutout record after posting her 29th career clean sheet. Though they've created plenty of memories in their time with the Braves, one moment in particular stands out.
My proudest athletic moment here at UNCP has to be 2017, again winning the conference championship tournament. We lost 1-0 against Columbus State during the season, but then in the tournament we came out on top, win the championship, and I couldn't be more proud about our team that year, and I can see a bright future ahead of us for this year.
Off the field, their academic achievements are equally as impressive as their athletic laurels.
My proudest academic achievement here at UNCP was my sophomore year. I got the COSITA Academic All-Region team, so it was a part of being soccer and academics.
Both on and off the field, Katie and Gina's careers at UNC Pembroke have set them on a path for a bright future.
My aspirations after college is to get my master's in accounting. Working on getting applications in now, and then hopefully I'll be able to be a goalkeeper coach at some club after I'm done with school completely.
So my goals after college is to attend pharmacy school, and I'm currently working on my applications now and sending them in, and hopefully we can receive a decision within this week.
As the twin captains look to orchestrate one last great season together at UNCP, they're incredibly grateful for their time on campus and for those who support them.
Thank you, Brave Nation, for the love and support that you provide.
We are truly thankful for the opportunity to pursue our championship experience on the field and in the classroom.
Go Braves!
Over the last two shows, you've gotten to know defensive lineman Dominique Davis pretty well on the field. But today, you'll learn a little bit more about him off the field. Dave Nguyen concludes our three-part interview with UNCP's star defensive lineman.
Now, some people say that you need to be stronger. Other people say you need to work on your technique. I feel like you're more of a technical guy because you have the size to be in a position that you are. But I think technique is probably more important to you right now.
Definitely the number one thing, because everybody's gonna be strong, everybody's gonna be fast. Most people are gonna be fast, but that's gonna make you different from other guys is technique. Number one was because when you get older, you get slower, you get weaker. But if your technique is perfected, or you try to perfect your technique, that's gonna stay the same.
People have been saying that you're underrated.
Mm-hmm.
Do you kind of play with a chip on your shoulder sometimes?
Definitely. I'm so used to it. I've been underrated my whole life. I feel like I've been counted out my whole life. And now it's just, I'm just not receiving recognition, you feel what I mean? But I still feel like I can get more. I can get more recognition. I still feel like I'm underrated. That's how I feel like I gotta play. I definitely gotta play with a chip on my shoulder, because I feel like that's what makes me me. I've always been like that since I've been playing football, you know. It's always been guys that, you know, that get like these type of things, you know, the media, you know. I feel like I always gotta stay working. I always gotta go out there and work harder than somebody else. So that's definitely been a thing for me.
Now, we know that in the NFL draft, if you were to be drafted, you're gonna go to that team. But if you had to choose a team, which one would you like to be on?
Oh man, it really don't matter to me. I love football that much. Like, it's just whoever give me that opportunity or bless me with that opportunity, definitely, it really don't matter to me. As long as I'm out on somebody's field just playing football, just blessed for the opportunity.
Okay, different question then. Because you're a defensive tackle, if you could pick someone in the NFL right now to mentor you at defensive tackle, who would it be?
I would say Aaron Donald. Well, everybody wants to say Aaron Donald. So one guy I really like, his name is Timmy Jernigan. He plays for the Philadelphia Eagles. That's definitely one guy I would want to be mentored by, most definitely.
So I am from Philly.
Okay.
I appreciate that answer. Unfortunately, he's hurt right now.
Yeah.
But why Timmy Jernigan?
I just like the way he played, man. Especially watching him in Florida State. It's just watching how aggressive he was. You know, well, still is. I just like his game. His game is real different from others, because, you know, everybody would say Aaron Donald. You know, Aaron Donald's different. He's totally different work ethic. But not saying necessarily comparable to, but I can model my game after that. I can feel like that's reasonable. It would definitely be Timmy Jernigan, because I feel like I can play a lot like him.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Who are some of your favorite teams growing up when you're away from football? What teams did you root for growing up?
My family, since it was my family, it was definitely like the New York Giants. Definitely was the Giants.
Because of Lawrence Taylor?
Yeah, it definitely was. Definitely the Giants, the Steelers, and the Bears.
Okay.
That was the teams I remember.
So, in a way, a lot of teams that have high-profile defensive guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. If you had to prefer, would you prefer the Steel Curtain defense from the 70s, the 85 Bears, or the Lawrence Taylor defenses?
Oh, man. That's a tough one right there. Oh, no, I got to give it to – I'm an LT guy. I'm going to give it to LT.
Okay.
I'm a definitely LT fan right there.
I think LT might have the same earrings you have.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, definitely.
What are some of your favorite places to eat?
I'm a seafood person. So
okay.
Probably like a couple Chinese spots. Hong Kong, Buffet and Fayetteville. That's probably the favorite place I like to go.
Okay. What about some of the national chains? Because there are times where you travel on the road.
That's too hard, man. I let it eat, man. I don't really necessarily know.
If you could name like 5.
On the road?
Yeah. Anywhere.
Back home, #1 spot, Jesse's. People don't know about it, but that's definitely #1. 2. What's another one?
I know a lot of people like Chipotle. Is that good for you?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it messes with my stomach sometimes. I don't
Okay.
really try to eat it. What's another one? I like Five Guys.
Okay.
I like eating at Five Guys.
Yeah, especially when they throw the extra fries in there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely Five Guys. What's another place? I like some Caribbean food.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely Caribbean food. My last one.
Chick-fil-A?
See, I would say that, but Popeyes just came out with a new chain. Yeah, it's
Okay.
chicken and sauce, Popeyes.
Popeyes?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely Popeyes.
Okay, so you prefer Popeyes over Bojangles?
Oh man, I'm gonna have. Nah, I'm going with Bo.
Okay.
I think I stay with Bo. Yeah.
Okay, no worries, because that's a North Carolina staple. I feel you on that.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. Maybe Bojangles will come out with a new chicken
I
sandwich.
hope so. I'm definitely gonna get it first in line.
Is Cookout as far one of your good places to eat too?
Dang, I forgot about them. That's #1, #2. Yeah, that's late night. That's why I go for late night. Yeah.
No, me too.
Yeah, definitely Cookout.
Yeah. What's your favorite milkshake?
Oreo.
Okay.
Gotta be Oreo.
Okay.
Yeah, Oreo.
Yeah, you're making me hungry right now.
I know. I can't wait to go eat, man.
What are I'm sure your mom cooks a very good meal.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite home cooked meals that your mom would make?
Dang. Mama, hold on. Probably spaghetti.
Okay.
Tacos. And she made this little special dip. I gotta go back home. Glad you done said something. Definitely a chip and dip. Extra cheese, sour cream, tomatoes, and stuff like that. Yeah, that's #1 right there.
Okay, I feel you.
Yeah.
And you know what the difference is between mom's meals and everyone else?
Yeah, definitely.
It's the love.
Definitely, yeah.
It's the love and the soul.
Yeah, definitely.
Who's on your pregame playlist?
Whew. Man, I got a lot of that. It depends how I'm feeling. I definitely play with Lil Fo, Future. Lil Boosie. I got a whole mixture, man.
Drake?
I ain't no Drake fan. I'm J. Cole.
Okay.
Definitely J. Cole.
Okay.
J. Cole. Who my last one? Oh man, Gunna. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely a Gunna fan.
Okay.
Yeah,
don't know many of those guys,
Yeah.
but I'm sure it's popping.
Yeah, definitely.
How about when you're just relaxing with your friends?
Oh man, I gotta listen to J. Cole.
J. Cole?
Yeah, it's mellow music. He got the music for what you're going through. So yeah, that's
Okay.
definitely who we vibe to sometimes.
All
Yeah.
right, I feel you. I
Yes,
feel you.
sir.
What are some of your favorite things to do when you're not playing football?
Playing the game, definitely. I love 2K. I'm a 2K hit.
2K?
Yeah, that's all I do. Play 2K.
Okay.
Watch film. Definitely watch film.
Okay.
And I like watching YouTube videos. I like watching gaming channels and stuff like that. I like watching Rad Brad, if you ever heard of him. And this other guy called Chris Smooth. I like stuff like that.
Okay.
I'm really game freak. That's
Okay.
really who I am.
Well, esports is the new thing that's coming out, so if and when you have the money, I would invest if I were you.
Okay. Okay. Check it out.
What if you had a dream vacation destination? Where would you go?
See, I don't really get out too much. Yeah, I get homesick, so it would probably be like the. Oh man, what's a good place I like to go out to? Probably like Hawaii or something like that.
Okay. Have you been?
No, never been to Hawaii in my life.
Okay.
But it looked good on the internet though.
Yes. No. I've been there for family vacation once.
Okay.
The water, clear blue.
Yeah.
You can see your feet when you walk into the sand in the water, and the cool thing is, I recommend you surf whenever you go.
Okay.
And you can ride a wave 100 yards in. So imagine going from one end of the goal line to the other on a surfboard.
Oh man, that sounds scary though. I don't know.
Well, they have lessons to teach you, so you'll be all right.
Okay, yeah.
If my dad, who's 6'4", can do it, I think you can do it too.
Okay, yeah, just tease me. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Tease me, yeah.
Lastly, what is the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
Best piece of advice. What's the best piece? It would probably be, stay humble and keep working. That's what I think about every day. I always think about that. Even when things not going my way, I always gotta stay working. That's definitely the #1 advice I received in my life, because it works in every situation I've been through. When I was ineligible, I had to stay humble, keep working. I couldn't give up, because there's many people that would have been in my position that they would have gave up a long time ago. So even when things happen today, I stay humble and I keep working. So that's definitely the #1 piece of advice I received. Definitely.
Well, Dominic Davis, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. Man who's humble and hungry, and I wish you nothing but success.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Next week, it's everyone's favorite week of the fall. It's homecoming week, and that means a very busy few days for UNC Pembroke Athletics. We'll start things off Monday and Tuesday. UNCP women's golf, they head down to South Carolina to participate in the Patsy Rendelman Invitational. A pair of road matchups next week for UNCP women's volleyball. On Tuesday night, they're at Catawba, and then Friday at Francis Marion. A pair of home matches, though, for UNCP women's soccer, so come on out and support them at LREMC Field. Wednesday night, 5 p.m., they host Albany State, and then Saturday at 1:30, a Peach Belt Conference matchup against Flagler. On Friday, UNCP men's and women's cross country, they head out to Charlotte for the Royals Challenge. Saturday, UNCP swimming on the road at Lenoir Rhine, and then a busy homecoming week capped off 4 p.m. on Saturday at Grace P. Johnson Stadium. UNCP football plays host to Mars Hill to round things out in homecoming week. Well, that'll do it for today's episode of the Black and Gold Report. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm John Gross, and we'll see you next week.